guys, so I thought this would be a very interesting video to do because I've been thinking about doing this video a while after getting a Build-A-Bear, and me thinking, think about it, it's slightly cultish. And I think what also pushed me to do this video, okay, I just discovered a girl called Jessie V, and she does all these like scary videos, like stuff like this. And I was like, I've just been like just watching one video after another, after another, after another, after another. So I think that's what kind of gave me the idea as well to do this video. I'll link her channel down below. But yeah, so if you didn't know, I did get a Build-A-Bear. So is a Build-A-Bear some sort of cult that is aimed at kids? So if you're not sure what Build-A-Bear is, Build-A-Bear is basically a store where you can buy bears, teddy bears, soft toys basically, but it's with like an added twist to it. So the reason why it's called a Build-A-Bear is you actually build the bear there, if that makes any sense. So I mean, to be fair, most of you've probably heard of Build-A-Bear. So when you go in a Build-A-Bear shop, you'll have all these unstuffed Build-A-Bears, which apparently the workers there called skins, which is pretty creepy. But they also show you display ones what they look like stuffed. So you pick your unstuffed or your skin. I hate saying that word skin because it's just creepy. Your but you picked what unstuffed teddy you want, and then the worker will stuff it for you, but you get to hold the pedal to let all the fluff in there, which we'll get into that kind of ritual in a minute. And then there's the clothes and stuff like that, so you can dress your Build-A-Bear in clothes, you can buy cars for it, you can buy beds for it, shoes, all sorts of stuff, which obviously ends up being quite a lot of money. So to be fair, like this one here was £17.99, which wasn't too bad. For me, I feel what brings up the price is if you add extras and stuff like that, which I'll get to in the tactics and how they do it. So obviously Build-A-Bear is aimed at children, but one of the things that I've heard from parents which they dislike, which it makes sense why you would ask the child, but then again, the parents do make a valid point. It's their bear they're making, but it costs money. So a lot of the time their sales tactics will be they'll ask the actual child if they want a voice in their teddy, if they want a scent in their teddy, and obviously this upsets the parent because the kids could be like yeah, and then the parent could be like no, and then the child's upset or the parent gives in, and then suddenly the price of the teddy's just gone up, which is obviously unfortunate for the parent because they have to kind of cough up the money, and or the teddy or the child is upset. So a lot of the sales I can't even say the word, but their tactics is to just talk to the child and sell everything to the child. Another thing with your teddy, this is where it gets a little bit strange. So first off, there's this ritual. That's why I would say it's kind of cultish. Now, a lot of the time, I've heard mixed things. Sometimes they will still go through this ritual even if you are an adult. Some of them, apparently they insist on still doing it. Some of them will ask if you want to do it or not, but I've heard stories where they insist. So this heart, really, this is why I hate having my windows open. But this ritual involves a heart. So there's two types of hearts you can get. You can get a plastic heart, which is no added cost, and then there's a beating heart, which you can get, which I don't know if you can get in the UK. I'm not 100% sure, because if you've not seen the video of me where I explained I got this, I actually ordered this for a click and collect, so I wasn't there with the whole ritual situation, or I didn't pick a beating heart, which is creepy enough. But anyway, what happens is the sales assistant or the specific person that builds the bear will do this ritual with you. So it changes depending on kind of the child you're doing it on and stuff like that, or sometimes it can be the same, but I've heard from workers that you kind of have to adapt depending on the child. So you get this heart and they'll tell you, say for example, rub it on your arm, say your bear is as strong as you, rub it on your head, say your teddy's whatever, your teddy's intelligent, and then they'll do all this kind of thing, like jump up and down, that sort of thing, and then they'll tell you to make a wish, to kiss the heart, and then to kind of like make the wish, and then to put it in the teddy, which is a little bit creepy, and it gets even more creepy. Then you get a birth certificate. Now, this birth certificate, I didn't get a birth certificate for this because that's just weird. Again, this is aimed at kids, but this is where it gets a bit weird for parents. So basically, you get this certificate and you can name your teddy there, and then it adds the weight of the teddy depending on obviously what teddy you picked. I've not done this process, but from what I know, is when it's done on the computer, you pick which teddy you have, so it knows what weight it is. And it's just search online if you want to see a birth certificate. Now, I've not heard much about people saying that this is a cult, but for me it's kind of it slightly is. But I did pick one article up, which goes into the parties that they have at Build-A-Bear, but this particular one is, which I think is hilarious. Not the headline, the first line of this article is, the wedding invitation arrives in the mail. Sophie and Ben are getting married. And what they mean about that is two teddies together again. They are getting married, but basically explains how weird it is, how when it's like their teddy's birthday, they want to get something for their teddy, that sort of thing. As I said, they marry and stuff, the clothes that you can buy for them as presents for the birth. It just gets a little bit weird. And when it comes to the parties can get really expensive. So again, so with the parties, it's all about sell. So what kind of happens at a party is, obviously, so she bought herself, so this tells a story of a girl who buys herself a teddy, which comes to $35, and that includes the accessories and stuff. And then comes the guests. So the guests, it's up to her if she wants so at a party you don't really expect for your guests to kind of pay for stuff technically. So she decided, you know what, because they're guests, I will pay for these teddies. So altogether she spent $450 on teddies for these 12 guests, because as I said, Build-A-Bear is just like sell. So at this point you can't really have a Build-A-Bear party without at some point like of them trying to sell you teddies to everyone that goes to this party. But I've heard another story as well, which is this is from like a crazy mother, where it was her daughter's party at Build-A-Bear, and this time around the mother didn't pay for everyone's bears, which kind of makes sense, but she demanded all the children give all the teddies they need to her because it was her birthday. And it's like, wow. Well, can we have a party where you do not have to buy anything at Build-A-Bear? Just if you've got your own teddy, like bring your own teddy. But yeah, she obviously explains how that ended up being quite expensive for her. So yeah, is Build-A-Bear cool? It is creepy, let's be honest. If you think about it, it is creepy. Kids, it's creepy. They entice kids with all these different teddies you could get, the accessories, the clothes. And I've heard stories where parents have had to say no because they've had like 13 teddy bears already. It is a little bit of a creepish kind of thing I think that doesn't help as well is the ceremonies, which are just weird in itself, which is kind of a little bit cultish. The fact that you get birth certificates, which then entices the kids to kind of buy more stuff for it when it's his birthday. It's all a little bit strange. Let's be real. So for me, I think, yeah, maybe they are a little bit cultish, because it's a creepy world of Build-A-Bear, where we do where they do ceremonies, and they celebrate their teddy's birthdays. You can buy expensive clothes for your teddy. You can literally buy a wardrobe, like a mini wardrobe, to stick all your teddy's clothes in. It's a little bit creepy, but it's kind of a genius way to make money. Really, it's targeting directly at the kids. But let's be real, we can just buy a teddy bear from anywhere and not have to deal with this whole kind of sucking in your children and getting your child hooked onto the world of Build-A-Bear. But that's it for this video, so bye.